Hey, I've got some great comics to share. If you'd like to know a little bit more about these, stay tuned because I'm gonna give you a little bit of a rundown. Hey guys, I have a little bit of a treat here. This is just a nice little stack of comics that a friend in the community, a friend that engages in our little comic book world, uh, some really nice projects he's put out. He's made his dream a reality, and he's put out his own comics. I think that's terrific, and I fully support it. And yeah, he was able to get some out to me, and um, how cool is that? Um, Hi friends, so I have a pretty cool video here. I was able to read these comics from Kevin Wolf.
Welcome, my name is Kevin Wolf, and this is a process video about the development of Skater Girl, or Sun Skater
And I
Girl, as
really
you might have
enjoyed them, and I
seen.
just wanted to share them a little bit. This first one, and I apologize, this isn't shot in daylight. I wanted to find some sunlight streaming through the window, but we're gonna have to just settle for a lamp. But hopefully it comes out okay, because this first one I really actually wanted to show. To Fight a Hessian by Kevin Wolf. This is a great comic, and I really like this first page right here. It's very impressionistic the way these panels are broken down, and I liked it a lot. Just a great introduction of these characters in the world that they reside in, and this page right here, it's terrific. It's only page 2, and I'm getting some major flashbacks of taking the bus to school and making seating decisions.
Striking. Can't sit here.
Where do you place yourself while getting on a school bus? And this one right here is really great. Talking about going to the grocery store. And another really cool thing about these issues is there's a notes section in the back, and one of the things it addressed. Pardon my fingernails. I meant to clip them, but couldn't find the clippers today. One of those days. This telephone ringing. It's a rotary phone, and it's actually mentioned in the notes section. I thought that was really cool. I'll get to that though. Just one other thing I wanted to share. While not revealing too much of the fight itself, is I like this detail of the bamboo in the background. It's a really personal project that this artist put together, and so we get not only the finished art, but we get the storyboard thumbnail rough breakdown, which in and of itself is a perfectly legible comic. It's just more of like the comics we would construct in high school before we could kind of more professionally put the finishing touches on them and make them look more clear and defined. But yeah, we get a lot of the landmarks here from the story. So this back section, not only does it break down the notes, but it's not like a script. It's more just like insights. And one of the things I wanted to mention was this artist. He has a channel on YouTube where he shares the artistic decisions that different creators make. And right in the channel's playlist, there's an option called Artistic Choices, and these videos are really cool to see artists and the decisions they make. It's really cool and insightful. You could tell a lot about a person's personality just from the things they put in their comics. like right here, we even we get to see a couple of things I like. The old phone, and this is actually from a separate story, a real life story, but it was included with this one, and it also mention of the grocery store. And something really cool is a way of getting to the grocery store involved a way that was called Roller Coaster Road, which was a street with 3 large steep hills. Growing up in San Pedro, we had hills like that because they basically built that town on some rocky, jagged cliffs and made a community there. But yeah, so you just get a lot of quality. You really get to see the story thought out. But if you want to have it even further thought out, this right here, I got a little stain on that. Well, it's definitely in my copy. I definitely have read this a couple times already. But this is a short story. It's a companion piece to Fight a Hessian by Kevin. And this right here, in written form, it just kind of gives you a little bit more insights into it. And I thought this was cool. It just read really smooth. After reading the comic and now reading this, it was just really cool. A little forward, and then we chapter 1. And we get a little bit more of a background on where this story exactly fits in this man's life. And I later found out that this takes place in Riverside, California, which I visited. It's funny, if you've ever seen the movie, it's called Zodiac. There's a scene in the movie that takes place in Riverside, and the protag in the story, he's from, I guess, San Francisco. So when he asks someone, well, where's Riverside? I think the other character responds, it's by LA. So if you're from Northern California, you might think that, but growing up in Orange County and a little bit in Los Angeles, I would never tell someone that Riverside is by LA. It's like 60 miles. But yeah, this little chapter right here, like I said, I don't want to spoil too much of the fight, but it's just really cool, and I appreciate an artist that, I see as a peer now, as a friend I've gotten to know over the last couple of months, and just putting out really nice work. And you get 2 different covers, 2 different color schemes, and yeah, just great stuff. Anyway, this third one is a really nice completed piece of work. This is Vamp and Car Muffin, and especially for the horror fans out there, this is terrific. This has just recently been put out. It was initially put out in black and white, but I can tell you, it really sings in color. We just opened on some really nice stained glass, beautiful establishing shots, and we're just kind of swept into this world right away. It's a nice big book too. We meet these characters. I read in the notes this is like a bearskin rug, but just get some really nice textures on that. I mean, this is cool. This could easily be something I'd see on Nickelodeon. But just like nice lettering, looks really good. And in the back, we get some really nice insights on why things look the way they do. There's mention that Kevin had considered putting something more on the floor, but we have so much nice detail on the door Why take away from the conversation? Let's focus on the word balloons. So it was a really nice exercise, and for my mind, just kind of getting in that creative frame of thought. And these are just great character designs. There's much more to the story as to where these characters came from. That's about as much of the story as I should probably show. Okay, just one more, because this is a really great frame. We get some nice silhouettes here, and these spooky eyes. It's like just really cool. So anyway, once again, we get a nice little thumbnail storyboard sketch section. And this came out really good. And we even get like a little hint of how this art is rendered, first in its sketch form and then in its how it's later produced. This is my favorite frame of the story. And in the notes section, we even kind of like, you can actually, so this is the origin of the project, some different inspiration, but you can actually compare the page, and this is actually what I did. Like I'd find the page number, like this is my favorite page, page 8. And you actually find it according to the page number in the notes section. And let me see. Not that Car Muffin is spoiled, but this image of her with the lollipop plays on that all too famous stereotype of a child who has too much, who acts strangely, talks quickly, and all the while licks an overly large lollipop. This panel's point of view is from Laura's, that's the store clerk, as she stands behind the counter seeing a strange creature before her. And what's more is, let me I like this page right here where they first go to the toy store. So that's page 5. So let's take a quick look at that. We have some black and white checker tiles. We see a toy store with some designs out front. We have this old clock tower. Please excuse the poor angle. I don't have a really good working tripod right now. And so we just kind of lean that up against page 5 in the notes. And this was like one of my favorite things to do. Was just kind of absorb the art on the pages and then go back. The reader can, with the image on page 5, see the entirety of the story's environment: downtown, a graveyard, land going into the distance, and VNC, that's Vamp and Carmichael's
thing. All right.
Car Muffin, excuse me. Long day at work. So I forgot about that. You could actually see their house on the hill. And I had to look because that's not their house. But if you really look, and I'll have to zoom, so that's as close as I can get that way. If you really look, you can see their house way off. So nice attention to detail. I really like that. And I liked having it put in the notes. That was a great idea. So back to page 5. And let's see. The first building that VNC walked past in the image isn't any particular store, but the clock and wing figures decorating the store's facade are a nod to the clock tower from the movie Back to the Future. The lower half of the building is purely made up and has no connection to the movie's iconic tower. The toy store is meant to be a classic British-style toy store feel with 2 Nutcracker guardsmen outside for decorations. So I really dug all that. So yeah, these are nice books, and it's really cool to see someone in the community doing something, and also just putting out something with really great color. I never published full color comics, so this blows my mind, especially because I love this format. The 8.5 by 11 paper feels great. So anyway, if you'd like to reach Kevin, this is his Instagram. I'll include his email, which I believe might even be right here, but I'll put it on the page as well. Okay, and also his YouTube. So you just look at these great colors. Look at the blue on the cape. That's so cool. And these are just terrific horror comic colors, purples and blues. Anyway, thanks so much. I don't want to make this video too much longer. These books speak for themselves. Seek out Kevin if you'd like to check him out. And check out his channel if you just want to learn a little bit more about art production and noticing stuff, because it really helps you to get a lot of bang for your buck out of your comics, to sort of see them and just kind of pick up on little peculiarities. Just one more thing. There's also kind of this cool thing where it talks about how things could be omitted from comics. I don't really know. I'll just show you this one thing. I don't want to show the climax story, but at one point, the store clerk, she in the final panel of the story, she is shown in a frame where she doesn't have her stocking socks on, and it's actually just kind of a cool little thing that's put in there, just so you can kind of notice that from panel to panel, sometimes cartoonists, either intentionally or just for their own amusement, will omit things. And I thought that was cool. I don't know how many comics I've read where a left-handed person is suddenly right-handed, but I know I'm guilty of drawing that kind of stuff a lot, because when I'm just kind of in the zone, I'm not always thinking of math or details or anything correct. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing that. I took out this sand colored shirt because it kind of reminded me of the beach, but check them out. Anyway, have a good one. Hey, thanks again for watching, and everyone have a great rest of their day.